So if you're anything like me, you get on Amazon a lot and you see what kind of new, Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, controllers, things like that come out. Usually the first place you see them is Amazon. A few months ago, I saw this controller pop up and I was very interested in it. I saw them kind of floating around Amazon. I saw them here and there. I was very interested in the shape, the design. I actually had one in my Amazon cart. I was gonna buy this, but PB Tails, I think that's how you say the name of this company, actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to check one out for a video. So I have it. I've been using it for a little while. I've got a lot to say about it, so let's go ahead and get right into this. But before we get started, look down below. Make sure you're subscribed. If you think you're subscribed, just go down and check. I've been noticing a lot lately that a lot of people think they're subscribed, they're actually not. So take a look. If you want to be subscribed, just look down there and make sure you are. All right, on with the video. So first things first, as you can see, this is a very bright pink controller. It's got green buttons, it's all pink. It comes in a lot of different colors, which I'll pop up on the screen now so you can see all of them. They all look really good. I have to be honest, this controller really caught my eye when I saw it on Amazon for the first time. It doesn't really look like any other controller that I've seen. It's basically flat, except for the back has a little bit of a curve to it, so it's not completely flat on the back. You do have a little bit to hold on to. And as far as the grip, these little things on the bottom here, I did notice before I was actually playing games and I was just holding it and kind of testing it out like that to see how it felt in my hand, that I really did like these, because you can kind of grip with your finger right there and get a hold of the thing. We'll come back to that in a minute. But another thing this controller has is the R2 and L2 buttons are small. Instead of being triggers on the back, they've just moved them right there so they can keep this thing nice and slim. Clearly this is made to travel. It's very small. It does still have sticks on it, which there is another alternative to that, which we're gonna look at in a second, but this does have sticks. Yes, you are looking at these correct. They are the same sticks that are on the Joy-Cons. So that's a thing. We're gonna come back around to all this stuff. Just wanna kind of give you an overview of everything now. The D-pad, kind of small, but it's actually a decent D-pad, believe it or not. It feels good, and for 2D side-scrolling games, the way that it's placed, it's perfect. This game's really good for that. I have to be honest, the sticks and the way that they're placed, they're really close together, so it does kind of feel weird. I tried playing first-person shooter with it. I played Fortnite with it. I played Mario Kart. I played a few other things. Obviously not gonna be great for first-person shooters. For some reason, the sticks, they feel the same as the ones on the Switch, but they're kind of jumpy. I don't know how to explain it. They just seem to move a little more jittery, I guess is the word. I don't know. It's kind of weird. They're decent sticks. They feel just like the ones on the Joy-Cons. They're just a little bit different, but again, just like all the other controllers, we've got A, B, X, Y. They feel fine. They're a little mushy. I did open this thing up, which we're gonna talk about soon too. It's very interesting inside of there. But the A, B, X, Y buttons, they're not bad at all. It's got plus, minus, home, capture. It does have a turbo button. If you care about turbo button, does have one. It does have two little rumble motors in it, so it does have rumble. And they are tiny. Again, you'll see that when I show you the shot of the inside. I did take it apart because I wondered. I looked on the back here and I saw that it didn't have any screw holes, but they're actually hidden. If I could get... They're actually hidden under this little plastic piece here. So all the screw holes are right there. You can see the batteries right there. You just unplug the battery, unscrew it, you can get to the inside. And you may be wondering, why did you open this thing up? And there's really only one reason I opened it up. It's because of the fact that it does have the same exact sticks as the Joy-Cons. And we know what kind of problem we have with the sticks on the Joy-Cons. They drift. So my question was, if I open this thing up, am I going to be able to replace these sticks as easily as I can replace the sticks in the Joy-Cons? Because with the Joy-Cons, it's just opening them up, 2 screws, 1 ribbon cable, take it out, put the new one in, 2 screws, ribbon cable, done. It's very, very simple to change them out. If you've done it before, it's a little bit easier. It may be a little more difficult your first time, but very doable, very easy to do. There is a problem inside of here. Now, these are the same sticks, but they don't have ribbon cables. They're actually connected to the board. They are soldered directly to the board. So the stick thing, that is what it is. You know, if you're worried about Joy-Con drift, I mean, there's chances are you're probably gonna have to worry about it with this, and you cannot replace these sticks. Not easily anyway. But moving on from that, it does charge. USB-C on the top there. It's got the indicator lights here on the bottom. Basic stuff for a controller. Now, the big question is, how does this feel to use? And I have to be honest, I played Fortnite with it, which it wasn't too terribly uncomfortable because I was mostly on both of the sticks. When you have your fingers on both of the sticks and your hands are kind of like this, it's not nearly as bad. But when I played Mario Kart with this, and I was holding A and trying to press these buttons, it is, honestly, it's pretty uncomfortable. My hands were cramping up. I played one race and I had to stop because my hands were cramping so bad. Now, that's not gonna be the case for everybody. I mean, you can see my hand size compared to this controller. I do have probably bigger hands. For a smaller child, this would probably be fine. But for me, this controller really is, it's not very comfortable, I have to be honest. It does look cool. Other than that, I think it's a really cool controller. It's just probably not for me because it's a little uncomfortable. It's just a little bit too small. And I understand what they're doing with the size. They want it to be portable. They want it to be, you know, able to put in a bag, but there's a better option out there, and I actually have it right here. It's the 8-bit Do Lite. It doesn't have sticks, but it's got D-pads in the place of the sticks, and it even has the little stick clicks. You can press the center. This is an actual flat controller that's small. They're about the same size. This one's actually a little bit smaller, still has all the buttons. Button placements are basically the same, but this one really does fit in your pocket, or really is probably the best to travel with. I've been keeping this one in my backpack for a long time. That's not to say this controller is all bad. It is a little expensive for what it is. It is a $50 controller. It was a Kickstarter. Now for me, personally, this is not the controller that I would choose if I'm going for a smaller controller. It would be this. But again, this could be the right controller for you. It could be the right controller for somebody else. Somebody with smaller hands, it's probably gonna be better. This controller does work decent. Obviously, it's not set up great for a first-person shooter. It looks good. All the buttons are nice. You do have the issue with the sticks being, you know, the ones that are in the Joy-Cons, but all around for someone else, yeah. I could recommend it if you have smaller hands and you're okay with the $50 price tag. For somebody with bigger hands, it's a no. But guys, let me know what you think about this thing down in the comments below. Just a quick video this week. I do want to try to start getting a few videos out a week instead of one, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see how things go. Hopefully that starts next week. But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you're subscribed. See you in the next one.